Hey, what's up? We're just waiting for Mr. Trump to come on. And I hope I don't get any feedback, which I think I'm gonna. That is the biggest fucking crowd I've ever seen. Look at there's Trump in the crowd. I saw him floating around. Man, that's amazing. Hey, what's going on, Charles? I'm trying to get the sound right. That crowd is fucking amazing. Biden has a hard time filling up like a civic center. He would never have an outdoor one. This is the biggest thing in our lifetimes. Look at this. You'd swear it was like a Metallica or fucking Justin Bieber, you know? Yeah, probably not Metallica, huh? No, that's a big fucking. You'll surf forever on that goddamn thing. That is amazing. So this is in Butler, PA. I'm originally from PA, from the sticks. I don't know where Butler's at. That is amazing.
We are so glad you are joining us right now on Right Side Broadcasting Network. I'm watching the same pictures and videos that you are at home.
He's late.
Wherever you're watching this broadcast, can you believe it? I kept saying to the director and the producer here, I'm just look at that sea of people right there. You know, what's running through my mind is Pennsylvania is a red state. Look at that sea of people. There's unbelievable numbers there in Butler, Pennsylvania. Butler's a very small town, about 35 miles north of Pittsburgh, but look at all of the patriots there from all walks of life. I've seen a number of people from everywhere there. Reminds me a little bit, a slice of this, a good chunk of this was the same way in the Bronx, right? Whether it's Philly or Detroit, and of course, rural America, suburbs, people are tired of the Joe Biden policies. They know what's up. They're going to see President Trump here speak at any minute. We're awaiting the president. You can see, look at that. You know, we got people just enjoying the time there. It's a rally atmosphere on this rally Saturday, July 13th. I'm Matthew Alvarez. You've been watching this awesome coverage with Vanessa Broussard and Nikki Stanzione. They're live down there on the ground. Thumbs up, 2 thumbs up, of course, for this entire cause. I mean, at the end of the day, this is a freedom conservative movement that is all about the Constitution of this United States. So we're looking forward to seeing more of the same as we continue to cover these rallies. And of course, the RNC coverage this week is going to be fantastic, starting on Monday, just 48 hours from now. The 4 themes, of course, with that are as follows. We've got Make America Wealthy once again on Monday. On Tuesday is Make America Safe once again. On Wednesday, it's Make America Strong once again. And then, of course, on Thursday, Make America Great once again. So we're going to hear, obviously, from President Trump today, and then it would be great for that presumptive title of presumptive nominee when he's at the RNC. It's going to be taken away, and he's going to be the official nominee, a three-peat for President Trump. So that's awesome to see. And then, of course, we're also keeping an ear out and an eye out for the vice presidential pick by Donald J. Trump. So we'll see what happens. As soon as we'll hear that news, of course, it'll be not only local, but national, if not international. Of course, it'll be international news as well. The country is watching everything. And the globe is watching. They were watching everything from Biden's weak press conference the other day to speeches like today's in Butler, PA. Before we throw it back out there to Butler, Pennsylvania, about 35 miles north of Pittsburgh, I want to tell you about stickerworld.com/RSBN. If you're a fan,
I know where that is.
You want to get some of this stuff here. You got coasters and stickers, magnets, T-shirts, all kinds of swag, all kinds of gear. Right Side Broadcasting Network. We are obviously supported and partner with our great sponsorships, and also We the People. We're all in this together. If you like this network, I'm sure a lot of you do. Of course, a lot of you do. We see the amount of people that watch, and all the comments and all the love for Right
I hope you're doing good.
Because it's about we the people and the president, right? We cover everything from the people to the president when it comes to all of the events and the rallies. So go to stickermule.com/RSBN. Get some gear. Why don't you sport some of this stuff at some of the rallies, at some of the events, whether it's a T-shirt or a bumper sticker, that kind of thing. Thank you so much for doing that, too. That'll also give 10 to 15% back to the network. So obviously, to keep everything moving, obviously it takes some cash to do it. But thank you guys that have donated. If you can't donate right now, no worries. We understand what's going on. As we take a look back in there at Pennsylvania, I mean, $1.87 a gallon.
I have no idea what the fuck that guy was saying.
Price of gas for a gallon of gas back in the Trump administration. Now we're seeing all these wild numbers. I know it peaked a while ago and so-called went down for a minute. Biden might have tried to take some credit for that, but why? It was already low before. So anyway, so we're here again, Butler, Pennsylvania. A great part of the country, Western Pennsylvania, beautiful area, 88 degrees there today. You can see thousands of people there awaiting the president. 10 minutes after 5 on the East Coast. If you'd like to let people know about the broadcast, go ahead and send this link, text, or
can you imagine?
Email or just
it's fucking sweltering.
Hey, President Trump,
it's sweltering. They not only have the heat,
the pre-program,
but they have the humidity.
At 3:00, we heard from a number of great speakers.
So it's
there. And then the interviews by
90 degrees outside right now.
Vanessa Broussard on the ground.
The humidity is,
with a number
in
of
PA it rains almost every night in the summertime, and then it just, in the daytime, it's humid as hell.
When Vanessa was talking, and also Nikki at different times, when
just
the
a lot
crowd
of humidity.
was getting a pan from our camera, right?
And
Vanessa was
people are
talking.
maniacs.
Everybody was loud and excited. They just love their country. They love freedom. They love President Trump. So that's a group of
What's funny is Fetterman was just talking
people,
about it too.
I'd be there just as
that Trump was going to have a shitty turnout.
But I'm here right now, of course. We do want to
I think he might have been wrong
as well. Birch Gold Group for sponsoring with us because at the end of the day, we know that the BRICS nations, Brazil, Russia, India, China, South
I'm
Africa,
in a hoodie too.
All these other countries too are
not a
trying
fucking
to use their local currencies instead of the U.S. dollar, which is causing obviously some concern there. So enter the Birch Gold group. All you got to do is text Trump to 9898, and you can get this info kit. This will be mailed to your mailbox. All the information you need on gold, precious metals,
Birch Gold Group,
silver, tax sheltered IRA, 401k. This is some good financial planning right there, and some peace of mind. All you have to do is text Trump to that number
YouTube, and nobody else can do this unless you do this flip screen shit.
So we know that there are 19 electoral votes
because it would be an hour late, obviously.
The Keystone State there in Pennsylvania.
And they ban
me. Right,
it's like copyright or something. So when the music comes on, I actually have to turn it down.
Keep it fun for just a second here. Let's say
I think I can. Yeah. When the music turns on, I'll have to turn it down. When he starts talking, then we can turn it down. Back up.
For those of you that are familiar with the Pittsburgh area, but they also love their sports, and the Pirates, the Penguins, the Steelers. At the end of the day, the Bridge of Cities, the city of Bridges as well. I mean, it's a gorgeous area, but look at all the people there. Obviously, no football game today, no nothing. Even if there was, this is what's wild about this. I know it's not football season yet, but the people show up, whether it's in Pennsylvania, whether it's in Ohio or Georgia or Arizona, whatever state, name it. People, they'll watch the game later. I mean, because they realize how serious of a time this is for our country. And you'll see crowds just like this, regardless if there's a sporting event on or not. But the people of Pittsburgh and the people in that region of Western Pennsylvania and Eastern Ohio love President Trump. I mean, that line right there, Ohio and Pennsylvania, they're only about, I think.
It's amazing about how many times they tried to take him out.
So I'm sure there's
all the bullshit ways they tried to take him out.
Pennsylvanians joining.
Nothing
usually that would be Ohio
worked.
State versus Penn State in football, but no, these guys.
Now we're seeing why they were trying to do all those fucking things, because they knew that the public was going to find out that Joey has an issue.
I mean, it's
called shitting in your pants. It's called getting old.
The Constitution is the first and Second Amendment that the people are there for, and for President Trump, who is leading the way for those two.
The Bidens are a bunch of
the entire Constitution. So there are some statistics as well. That's awesome. Okay, I have to stop for a second.
That's cool.
Trump towel. All right, so those of you that know the Pittsburgh Steelers yellow terrible towel, they're usually yellow, and it has the terrible towel that they wave at the Pittsburgh Steelers games. I have not ever seen a Trump towel like that. That's really
the
cool.
Terrible towel.
I get excited about that kind of stuff because I love sports too. But
Pittsburgh Steelers.
Anyway, I wanted to read just some of the statistics real quick before we toss it back out there live as we await President Trump to take the stage. And, of course, we'll get back to Vanessa and Nikki there. Some of the statistics that I saw that our Pennsylvanians have actually suffered greatly thanks to Biden's failed policies. Now, prices in the Keystone State, we're told, are up 17.5% since Biden took office. Pennsylvanians are now spending $914 per month under Joe Biden. More per month under Joe Biden. Pennsylvania has been ravaged by the monumental.
Although he's been bringing down the fuel prices, because I went to Costco today.
And the Democrats' pro-criminal policies. Here are some sobering statistics. Pittsburgh reported the highest number of murders in more than a decade. In Philadelphia, retail theft has increased by 84%. These upticks are incomprehensible and devastating. And more importantly, preventable.
I'm not going to go live on that thing.
We know that there is a law and order candidate right there, awaiting to just finish the job that he started back in 2016. And there is the yellow towel. Usually it says terrible towel, but it says Trump towel. That's really cool stuff. Being from the Pennsylvania area and going to college out there, it's great to see that. Fellow Pennsylvanians out there watching, and all of you guys that are watching at home, thank you so much for joining us here on Right Side Broadcasting Network. You can follow us on Truth Social if you'd like.
That's the biggest crowd I've ever seen at an outdoor event, other than like Woodstock.
Follow our channel on Rumble. We're also airing
because you got to keep in mind this isn't like a fucking football stadium.
And as you see,
these aren't seats. Motherfuckers are standing. They're not sitting.
The amount
of taking up space.
People that are there. Really
there's no fucking concession stands.
Look at the visuals.
Nobody's selling hot dogs and shit. There's no roads.
The fact that there are thousands of people.
This is just a bunch of fucking people that decided to gather together
maybe a couple of years ago, and I heard there was around
And wait for our
55,000
Lord.
people. That's some huge numbers, of course. So we're going to send it back to Vanessa Broussard and Nikki Stanzione, who are live in Butler. I'm Matthew Alvarez. We'll see you in a bit.
I don't know who you are.
Well, the energy is palpable as we continue to wait for the guest of honor himself, President Donald J. Trump, expected to be out here any minute now. We are live here. RSBN is the place to be today, I tell you that much. Everybody's out here ready, energized, and excited. So many fabulous patriots and so many exciting things going on. We've had some incredible speakers earlier. And in just
fucking patriots, man.
President Donald J. Trump will take the stage. And I can't even imagine his reaction when he sees this crowd. You cannot see the end of the crowd. It is
if this is what you...
We are super crowded today.
If you want to label patriotism like this,
incredible day.
if you want to label that as
Wonderful
racist,
experience.
I guess I'm a
And with
racist
the
motherfucker.
RNC in just a couple of days, we're
Everyone there. I see every
what
color.
This week will bring. It's going to be about making America wealthy, safe, strong,
That's
and
amazing.
great again. And that's what we all need to see. That's what we all want to see. No matter where you're from, no matter who you are, no matter how old you are, and no matter what party you followed over the years, those are collective, common interests and hopes for all of us. Also, I want to let everybody know some exciting news. This is good news.
Come on, lady.
We launched our new store on Sticker Mule. It's packed with awesome RSBN merch, so you can see things like stickers, T-shirts, hats, keychains.
This would have to be similar to
You just have to go to
like the 94 Woodstock.
Stickermule.com/RSBN. Check it out now, and a big portion of the sales will go directly to RSBN, ensuring that we can continue to bring you the real news and the unfiltered coverage you won't
the only thing I can think, when you have concerts,
check us out whether you want to show your support or if you just want to grab some cool.
This isn't a fucking concert.
You just go to
This is a rally.
/RSBN. You know, all of us who work here really appreciate your donations. It's a chance for us to be able to continue to bring you this nonstop coverage that nobody else is doing. You're not
Dude,
seeing
it's
it
still
from
up in
any
the
other
air, bro.
network from start of the day
I don't
to
know.
the end of the day.
I'm not even
all
gonna call
the way
it.
up
I don't
until
even
after
know.
President Trump speaks. And
I like Scott,
after the,
but unfortunately,
big
he ain't got
RNC,
the look
it can be
for
interesting
it.
to see what's
Not
next
his
on
color,
the pit
his
stop
teeth.
for President Trump. Where
Dude,
will he be
he
next?
looks like that.
Where will he be going? Where will he be
The
visiting?
fuck was that
And how
creature
many
called?
of these incredible pictures will follow him along the way?
He looks silly.
When we asked a lot of people today
Smile
what
less.
they thought about what they saw on the stage this week, specifically with Joe Biden and
No, I don't know. I like Scott a lot.
Vice President Trump. We saw
But I think
him
he's too
refer and
ugly for it.
introduce Zelensky as Putin. And these mistakes are
I don't know,
not
dude.
small mistakes. Yesterday in the rally,
If Pence wasn't
Biden
acting a
said,
fool and during
you
the
know,
presidency
sometimes
he
I
didn't come
mistake
back, that would have been great.
Charlie and Bill. No.
DeSantis.
There's a big
DeSantis
difference
is
between
awesome.
mistaking Charlie and Bill for
who
Zelensky
else?
and Putin and Harris
Bergam.
and Trump. Very
Bergam.
different things. So let's
I mean,
get
I don't
that
know,
clear
dude.
first
Dude,
and
I don't
foremost.
know.
Very big difference.
I don't know.
And listen, this is a party of compassionate, caring, loving
Who do you
people.
think it's going to be?
Nobody wants to see somebody that's older in decline. Nobody wants to be negative or hurtful. But when we see the government weaponizing
Oh, he looks like that.
the justice system, and when we hear stories where narratives are shifting perspectives to things that are not
I'm going to
true,
think of it.
it's very frustrating, and it's hard to have compassion
I'm
and
gonna think of
sympathy, and yet
It was a
everyone I've
cartoon
spoken
character.
to has that compassion. They've all said they're sad to see a demise of somebody or to see somebody losing their cognitive abilities. It's not fun for anybody to see that. But when we speak of somebody who's consistently telling lies and shifting the narrative to things that are not factual, it's very hard to watch and feel sympathy for that. So, on that note, we're going to also turn it around to hope and faith and the pursuit of happiness, really, which is what this country was built on. It's what our Constitution was built on. And I'm so proud to be here with all of you. Vanessa and I love being here at RSBN.
Yeah, when I start that music up, man, I got to turn that sound down.
Thank you so much. All of our patriots, thank you.
Got to make a pathway so I can
for
spin
being
out
a
of
part
here.
of the America First agenda. The America First agenda is all inclusive for all Americans. That includes conservatives and Democrats. It includes Black, white, Hispanic, Asian, and everything else around the world. It includes
Fuck yeah.
whatever your love preference is, whether you're a heterosexual or homosexual. We want everyone.
You go to
live
Biden's
their own
rallies,
life.
man. They got
But
the
we want to
signs.
do things within boundaries,
And they're just
making sure that our children are getting the information that they need to know.
And fucking
but not
Trump's
the
in it. They're whipping that
that's
thing
not
around.
appropriate. We want
I'm
to
surprised
see
people haven't lost
women
ears and
playing
shit.
sports without men coming in and taking over for the women's
Those
sports
fucking signs are going up in the air and
and
they're
not allowing
fucking
any opportunities to win.
I don't know, man.
We want
I don't
to
see that at a Biden rally.
a country where our borders are closed to people who come here illegally and wide open for those who come here the legal way. That's what it's about. And all of these issues that you may have questions about or concerns about, I implore you.
A lot of people said that's why Kamala was there.
To read about the agenda that's coming our way. The agenda for the
Dems did it,
president is what you should be paying attention to, not the
why
fake
can't we?
narratives that we've been hearing about that have the number 25. That is something.
I mean, I told you, he's my number one pick.
That is not his agenda.
But I don't.
He's not involved in that. So let's get that
I can't see recording him every day, man.
You are clear
that smile has got to go.
As an agenda that is just open and fair
I'm ugly as sin.
Together.
All I'm saying is he needs to be shown a little less.
And you can see the
maybe
crowd
wear a mask.
Well, they've been hot all day. Who are we kidding? But
I mean, he has a lot of good shit to say.
Like, okay,
we're ready. Shit to say.
It's coming in just.
It was nice when they tried to label him as a racist, and then they found out he was married to a white woman. That was
all these songs are the lead up to the moment. So Vanessa,
assholes.
As we stand here today, we listen to this soundtrack. It still gives me chills every time. I feel every single time I come to a Trump rally.
Married to my sisters.
Way. I feel moved. I feel touched. I feel proud of my country and proud of the people in this country. I'm proud to represent our country.
I feel bad too, but that
absolutely being here is such an honor.
Girl Trump. Star Spangled Banner.
An experience of a lifetime. This is history in the making. You know, when will you ever see another MAGA movement of
this chick here looks like
when
she's
will
going
you
to
ever
the
see a
horse
movement
races
in politics of this sort? You know, I've asked people who are older than me, have you ever in your life seen anything like this? They have lived through so many presidents and they say, no, we have never seen anything like this. And I'm not sure if we ever will again.
No,
because this is a movement that the
the next time you'll see this,
have never
the
seen.
next rally.
And that's what's scaring the left. That's why they're so concerned. They see this powerful movement taking place and sweeping the country and the world for that matter. And they just don't know what to do. They don't know how to react. So what do? They start throwing, bombs on President Trump. We're going to indict you for this. We're going to charge you with this. We're going to throw you in jail for this. We're going to give you a mugshot. We're going to find you guilty for this. We're going to sentence you on this date. We're going to try and put you in jail. We're going to run on the slogans, "We'll get Trump if you vote for us."
Mr. Trump.
But it doesn't work. The MAGA people are really well aware of what's going on. And the people who have been on the fence, the independent voters, the voters who are undecided, they are very intelligent people and they can see what's going on as well. So that's why his numbers keep going up. And so this movement is so powerful. It's a pretty sight. It's a beautiful sight. I'm looking at the crowd right now and I just can't.
Who was I telling that to? Oh, my father-in-law, he's in the hospital. I was telling him that Dr. Ruth died. 96 years old, man.
It just doesn't do it.
I remember being 13, 14, and listening to that. And this is back in the 70s,
all of our friends here
early 80s.
That I'm going to absolutely post
and just feeling dirty.
Social and on Instagram, on Twitter.
Like that's how I learned the birds and the bees.
So
Dr. Ruth.
The reason we haven't done it yet is because we're not getting great internet access out here. Everyone loves this song, by the way. But we are going to definitely post. So you can follow me on Truth and Instagram.
You're saying Richard Simmons died too?
And Nikki Sanzio
I didn't see
on
that.
Twitter.
Oh my gosh, Twitter up again on Truth Social, which is President Trump's platform.
He was going through some issues recently.
That's my first
I know he was being a little bit of
Instagram at Vanessa Broussard News.
an introvert and staying in his house, his residency.
I'm at Vanessa.
The only person that saw him was his nanny. That was for quite some time.
It's my last name, Broussard. Vanessa.
Was out of the public eye.
So make sure you give me a follow. I'd love to connect with you on chat and you can see some of our pictures. Hey, look, I just posted a little bit ago. If you missed it earlier, we interviewed a little boy. What was he, 7 years old? He had President President Trump's hair, a full suit on, and he says, "I'm here because I want to be President Trump's vice president."
The voice was hysterical, man. The voice is what made it.
As vice president,
What always amazed me, man,
You posted a photo of the two of you on
that lady
Instagram, right?
lived here for the majority of her life, and her accent never changed.
A little brother with
It
autism.
was always thick.
So businessman, already at 7 years old, he has created some gumball machines. And so I'll post all that information in a little bit. All the money he raised goes to autism awareness. But this is what it's all about.
Oh,
No
that's too
matter
bad.
their age, even a 7-year-old out here who says, "I love
Rich Simmons was awesome, man. Awesome. Used to watch him on Howard Stern show all the time.
This is everybody's singing the words to the songs. It's
When
just
Howard Stern used to have a fishing pole have a donut
concert, really.
because he would bring two big gals
MAGA,
on stage
I
with
have to say
Richard.
that
They'd
this
sit
week
right
I was
there.
watching so much press
Half
from
would ask
the
him,
Democrats and
does
talking
anything ever
about,
tempt them? Like,
the
if
extreme
I had anything? Nope.
It's like this
So he brings
word,
out a
they
fishing
use it
pole with
like
a
it's some
donut on the
narrative
end of it.
of a phrase.
Puts
The
it in
extreme
front of
MAGA Republicans.
They're
What are
fucking
the extreme
faces.
MAGA Republicans? They're the people who want
Oh, that
to
shit was
make
classic.
their country great again. There's literally nothing negative at all. So we have to start
Howard Stern's
remembering
a
that
clown.
if you listen to people say that, remind them.
The
Tell them.
old Stern, not the new
MAGA
one.
means make America great. This is my country. Of course I want it to be great. There's nothing negative about that. And you know what? If you saw the crowd, there are tens of thousands of people. Everyone is smiling. There's no negativity. There's no fighting. There's no protesting. It's just beautiful. And it makes me want to cry every time.
President Trump talks about that as well all the time. That Joe Biden will say we have to stop this MAGA movement, and President Trump reiterates what MAGA stands for: Make America Great Again. So, what do you want to stop about making America great? And so, but what he's meaning is Joe Biden and the Democrats, they want to stop this movement of patriotism from the American people, because they are more concerned about other countries and their people. But I would tell you right now, if that American flag was flying at a Joe Biden rally, they would have left it twisted when the wind blew it in the wrong direction. The people wouldn't have chanted, "Fix the flag."
Let me see other flags.
Yeah, you
put a Joe
Ukrainian
Biden flag on your house and nothing happens, right? You put a MAGA flag on your house and you get egged.
But rarely do
fucking
you
thing
see
ripped
the
off your
American
house,
flag flying with the Biden
toilet
administration.
papered.
It's not about us. It's not about us.
It's never been about us. It's always been about their own pockets and their own elite governmental decisions for them to fix their own lives. And it's not to fix our lives. And that's what you need to recognize. This is not any kind of abandonment of anybody from other countries.
Come on, where
We love
is he?
seeing all of your flags. We love seeing all of your backgrounds.
He acts like we got shit to do, but we don't have shit to do.
Our flag is
These
first.
fucking people
This is
are
our
out there. And
country. If you go to France,
it's
you
90
see their flag. If you
degrees.
go to Italy, you
The
see their
humidity
flag.
is
I was in London.
100%.
There were flags for London and Britain, and this is the thing.
Their
We
sweat
don't
is
resent
sweating.
that. We never resent that. We respect that. And all we ask is that if you come here legally, you respect our laws and our flag as well. There's nothing bad about that. You should want
Something
that.
like this too.
We
You
should
gotta wear
want people
diapers.
that vote to be citizens. We should want
gotta wear
people
diapers,
to come here
man.
to be legal. There's that. It's like common sense at its best, right?
Yeah,
In the
common
military,
sense
we
tells
had
you that
ponchos,
you
and
should
I
love
loved
your
it when it
country,
rained
your
outside
faith,
because you
your
could walk
freedoms,
around
and
anywhere
your
with this
family,
poncho on.
and they just love the complete
Just
opposite.
unzip and
they
pee
think.
anywhere. Just pull
So,
the poncho out a little bit
astonishing to
and
see
pee
how
right in
terrible
public,
the left
man.
has
Right
become.
in formation, you'd be peeing.
I know a lot of people
You gotta watch the guy's boots in
who
front
were
of you,
Democrat
unless you don't give a shit about
and
them.
are now Republican. I know a lot of people who are older who were Democrats their whole life and are now Republican. And it's
Fuck
very
yeah.
important to note, because this Democrat Party isn't your grandfather's Democrat Party. This is a totally different Democrat Party. They are not for the working class. They are not for the middle,
You know, I'm gonna change that
Americans.
picture.
They're
I'm gonna make
not
that picture
for
bigger. So hang tight.
Just Americans in general. They're for, the women and men switching up sports, men and women's sports, men and women's bathrooms, illegals taking over our country, sending money to Ukraine and other foreign countries, funding these wars when we have veterans at home who are living in the streets and would love to have some housing, but yet we're housing illegals. So So it's like you're saying, Democrat Party. You have the transgender drag queens on the White House lawn twerking with a thong on in front of young kids watching. This is disgusting.
It's inappropriate. It's absolutely inappropriate.
Not the Democrat Party of the 60s and 70s. This is a new Democrat Party. They're liberals, they're left, they keep going so far left. People are leaving the party, and rightfully so.
No, listen, we want our children in this country to grow up with great values, respect for their country, respect for their bodies, respect for themselves. And of course we want them to have the choices in life. And that's why I always try to tell people who say, oh, that's not the party of choice. Absolutely. We want you to make choices
I'm
in your
praying
life.
these two bitches aren't going to be on here the whole time.
For your own
That
children,
they take off somewhere, close that screen, and just make one.
And remember, I always implore you to really read up on all the messaging from President Trump on abortion.
I shouldn't say bitches.
There
That's
are
not
exceptions, number one, and there are term
I'm better
limits
than
that
that,
he wants to impose. But he's not looking to do a national federal ban. He's looking to put things back to the states. That's what it's all about. That was the whole point in the first place.
actually not
Was
be
to
better.
get it back to the states and have an opportunity for the states to choose what they want and to import term limits so that somebody is not having an abortion in the 7th, 8th, or 9th month of a pregnancy. Oh boy, the motorcade, ladies and gentlemen. Let's take a look.
Oh, it is, dude.
Here comes the motorcade.
Here comes.
Oh boy, there it is.
Oh, you know what? I am gonna have to kill the music.
Oh boy, here they come.
Oh yeah, YouTube will cancel that.
They're getting so excited. We're all excited as we look at the motorcade. Thank you, Peachy, for getting a close-up of this beautiful, beautiful view of the motorcade. Our President Trump is in.
Fucking YouTube.
There he is. We don't know which one, but we know he's there. Look at the motorcycles. Our law enforcement, thank you. Our law enforcement today. We love you.
Fuck you, YouTube. I'm joking. I know you got rules. Okay, just gotta wait till the music. Motherfucking thing. And they play the music all the way up until the stage, man, so there's no way of telling. You get one rally where he walks around for a while. And you're like, he's never gonna fucking talk, man. Doesn't he know he already came 45 minutes late? Now you're walking around like a fucking animal? Talk to us. Buy us some fucking fans. That's perfect right there, that John Deere. That says everything about PA. Also, you get that one rally where he just walks around forever and then he talks, and then the other day he did a rally where he just walked up on stage. He goes to the mic and he starts fucking talking. He must have been tired that day. I have that one too. It's in my other videos. The best videos are the Biden ones, in my opinion. Trump's are good, man, but they're just long. They're, like for me, when I'm doing this stuff, I can just listen to it. You don't have to watch it because he's really not going to have any flubs. Biden, you got to listen and you got to watch. Because it's the shit he doesn't say. That's the comedy. That there is the comedy. Now what the fuck is he doing? He's finishing his phone call with Biden. Tell him, hey dude, did you check that? Check that crowd? Check that crowd, man. Hey Joe, did you check it? Come on. It is truly amazing everything he has overcome. All of the obstacles that have been thrown his way. All of the bullshit. They want to claim this felon thing. No, they don't say the felon. Because he hasn't served time. What do they call him? I don't know. Everything. He's overcome everything. And it was all because of this. Showing Biden's weaknesses. Showing that he can't do it. They were trying to eliminate Trump. And it's sad. You have a government that's working against the people. What do you do in a situation like that? Elections for the people, by the people, right? And now they're trying to do these elections that are allowing illegals to elect county officials. I don't think it said government yet. But where the fuck is it going to end? You vote in one election, you're going to be able to vote in another election. It doesn't fucking matter. I don't know what these bitches are saying. Well, maybe not necessarily them. I thought this was a Fox channel. It's RSBN. I'm gathering it's right something. Bullshit network. Pretty good ad right there. Free Trump book. Let me see. I might have to get that. Father's Day. Next Father's Day. Okay, again, when this thing kicks off, we're going to put the sound on. I just can't play anything right now because of the frickin' YouTube. They'll turn it off. They're tricky. They're tricky. Charles, man. This guy makes you wait. It must be nice to be a billionaire. Although I waited. In the military, we waited so long, we stood on a tarmac. And the tarmac obviously had a whole bunch of cracks and shit in it. It was sealed up with rubber asphalt or whatever the fuck they use. So when you would stand on that thing for a prolonged period of time, because the tarmac will reach at least 100, 125 degrees, at least. And this is in the Mojave. If you're standing in one of those things and you go to take off, which you would, you could feel your foot stick to the tar. It's amazing. I don't know what made me bring that up. Probably something insignificant. I would never stand in a fucking heat like that again, man. I don't even like to go outside anymore. I want to see. Trump used the self-tan. I wonder if he's still doing the self-tan or the spray tan. Don't say that, man. I like the sign. Don't say that. Don't jinx that shit. Too big to rig. They fucking did it 3 years ago. I always said it, man. There's always a way to take somebody out. Look at JFK. It happens all the time. The dignitaries, it happens all the time. And is Biden that warped? Shit. He's the one who gave his blessing to his kid to marry his dead son's wife. That's some fucking comedy. That's a soap opera. I've never even, well, I don't watch a lot of soap operas, but I've never even heard of such a thing. Absolutely, Charles. It's ridiculous. It's probably going to get shut the fuck off here, Charles. It's probably going to get terminated. Like the Terminator X. Remember that? Flavor Flav? Public Enemy #1. I have a plethora of stupid knowledge up in my head and I can't erase it. The problem is I can't gather any more info. So my English is limited and my knowledge is very limited. So hearing me on these Trump things, you're going to know that you can't wait for this thing to start. Is that fucking guy standing there on a chair? Are you fucking kidding me? Please stand next to someone. He is. He's standing next to the fucking gigantors here. Holy Christ. Bill Walton was from Pennsylvania, I believe, but he just passed away. I know Larry Bird was from Hoosier State, Indiana. Come on. There's a lot of smelly armpits in that crew, man. I'll tell you what. That'd make a good ad for a deodorant. You know what's funny too in that whole crowd? I bet you not one person has got their pocket picked. Dude, take care of it. If this is still on, pop back. And tell her, when in doubt, brake check, man. Brake check. Keeps people on their fucking toes. That crowd is amazing. There's Gigantor. There's no way. He's got to be standing on a mound of people. There's no way he's that tall. There's no fucking way. Okay, I gotta wait for this thing. Yep. 8-3. My son, not my son. I saw my nephew for the first time in a long time. And last time I saw him, I was able to hold him. And I put him on my shoulders. And I was big uncle. The first thing, too. He drove out here during COVID. The kid is 6'7". Either, I can't remember. It's either, I think it's 6'7". Or is it 6'8"? It doesn't fucking matter. At that point, it's too fucking tall, man. He was my little buddy. Now, fucking, his shits are bigger than me. Come on. They're gonna keep showing that fucking giant guy, man. US sucks. And then it sucks for me. It sucks for me as a tall guy. It's demasculating when a taller guy stands next to you, isn't it? It's like I want to cower down, like I'm his bitch. I don't know. That's in my head. Oh, this one's dead. Dead. Oh, for my tattoo channel. Because again, Charles, you know the deal. I should have you saying it all the time. This is primarily for my tattoo channel, but what I like to do is show Mr. Trump, our savior, our Lord. But then I also take it and I put it on my tattoo channel. So if I say anything that doesn't make any sense to you, it's okay. It won't make sense to them either. So you're not alone. I'm fucking rich. Come on. I know they're still playing fucking music. That's why they're dancing all silly and shit. You see them over there? Okay. Oh, for my tattoo channel, I'm using dynamic black and I'm using distilled water. And then I'm not doing anything in particular. I'll probably be, you know what? I'm just going to be doing some lining and shit. Nothing big. I want to practice my lines. And where's my blue? You know what? As a matter of fact, this is going to be a selfless promo. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to use, I guess several, but I'm going to do my tattoo journal, Daniel Yuck. This is a badass book that you get that'll have designs, and it's not just for beginners. It's for beginners, amateurs, pros. It's just when you're bored, if I can put this, I literally got this one about 2 months ago. And this one I haven't been working on, but the other ones I have been because I want to fill them up first. I've only filled up 1 or 2 of his, but I have a shitload of them. But anyway, I digress. Like I said, Daniel Yuck. Go and check him out. Again, this is for the tattoo channel. Fucking guy's a genius. A genius! I'm going to keep that to the side just in case I do decide to tattoo. And I don't know what I did with my wife's. Oh, for the tattoo channel as well. Get 2 of your own grips with your wraps. Put a ballpoint pen through the center. You got the push button right there. And you can make your own tattoo machine. This is my one that I made. And this is the actual. So you make it the same size and just add that on there. Easy. This you could line with too. Take this, throw it in your pocket, and you could go anywhere with this book and this. You're fucking set. Okay, again, still waiting. This is my second Munster, so I'm shaky. I'll tell you what I should do is if I get above 10 fucking people watching, tattoo my leg. I would do that. It's not like I haven't done it before. Charles, you saw me tattooing myself. And oh, I watched this one guy that's online. And he's always looking, like I don't know where to look at the green light because I'm looking at the picture-in-picture. I'm looking at Trump. You know, the crowd. So if it looks like I'm cross-eyed, I am. Look at that fucking crowd, man. We will never experience anything like this in our lives, ever. This is Biden's worst fear. Right now, they have him to sleep with some propofol. They have him laid in some fucking oxygen container somewhere. They do not want him near a TV right now. He'll have a fucking stroke. Look at this. Look at that. That's bigger than a fucking concert, man. Because again, if you look at like any stadium, pick your biggest stadium, there's seats. People are sitting, there's rows, there's aisles. People are walking in and out. There's concessions. There's areas to go to. There's restrooms. There's meeting rooms. There's everything. This is just a fucking field. This is just a field. People are standing. Butts to nuts. That's what we call it in the military. Look at this. I guess I know what song's on, right? Look at those guys. The macho man. But holy fuck, man. Look at one building to facilitate 30 fucking thousand people. I don't even know how many people live there. It's a sea of people. This is fucking amazing. I don't know. You look at shit like this and then you listen to KJP tell her stories about how this is just a fad. How Biden's rallies are so much bigger and there's some. What are you talking about? You dumb bitch. Amazing. Oh, for the tattoo channel as well. You can also use your tattoo machine and buy your dot work cartridges. Let me see. So it's going to work just like a regular tattoo needle. These are good to have. The only problem that I see is that they don't last long. So there's the needle. You have to take that wax tip off. If you could get it the fuck off. It's coming off in pieces. Hold on. Hold up. Well, you know what? There goes that plug. I was going to tell you the name of these fucking things. Not anymore. You know what the name of them are? Fucking trash. Ancho in basura. Okay. Trump expected to speak soon. He's an hour late, man. Those fucking people are dying. No sé. I wish he'd hurry the fuck up. I didn't think I was going to be on this long. I thought, an hour. I'll be on in an hour, you know? Okay, once he hits that stage, man. Is that him I see in the blue suit? No. No, he's coming. What? I can't even hear because I have the sound down, but I wonder what song he's playing. Oh, he's coming out. He's on a mission, man. He's on a fucking mission. Mi amor. Look at him. Look at him. Damn. Oh. Right here. Because I think he's going to start right away. I don't know whether he's going to walk around the fucking thing for a second. That's my stagehand. My beautiful wife. Dude, go, man, go. Like I said, tell her, when in doubt, brake check. Okay? And tap the back quarter panel and proceed into it. Accelerate, proceed into it. You'll spin them right out. Believe me, I know. Oh, we can't play that music. There we go. Fucking A, yeah. Thank you, mi amor.
This is a big crowd. This is a big, beautiful crowd. I wish the fake news back there would show it. I wish they'd spin their cameras and show it because nobody would believe it. You know, the other day, Biden was saying, I've got big crowds, meeting him against big crowds. He doesn't know what a big And there were like 93 people there. 93, you know what that is? That's where the front row Joes sit, right here, 93. We got more than 93 front row Joes. Hello, Butler, and hello to Pennsylvania. I'm thrilled to be back. In this beautiful Commonwealth with thousands of proud, hardworking American patriots, and that's what you are. And we got to bring our country back to health. Because our country is going to hell, if you haven't noticed. Millions and millions of people are pouring in from prisons and from mental institutions. We're going to stop it. We're going to get it stopped. We're going to bring them back. As he said, we're going to bring them back. We're going to deport. With the help of everyone here tonight, we're going to win Pennsylvania this November. We're going to defeat crooked Joe Biden and laughing Kamala Harris. And we're going to take back the White House, and we're going to take back our country. We're going to take it back. Our country's been stolen from us. You see that? It's one of the greatest crimes is what they've done over 4 years in hiding what the obvious facts are. Is that, isn't it a shame? You run for the president of the United States from a basement. All very dishonest stuff, but you know, we're going to have the greatest election. I tell you what, we did fantastically in 2016. We did much better in 2020. You know, we did much better. And it was rigged. It was a rigged deal, but we did much better. But it's nothing compared to the enthusiasm all over, not just in Pennsylvania, all over. There's nothing compared to the enthusiasm that we've seen over the last year, because, I mean, a year, think of it, year and a half ago it started. It really started from immediately after the election, you want to know the truth. But a year and a half ago, we were seeing crowds of people desperate to have rallies, desperate to have anything to take back our country. And we're going to take it back. Next week, the Republican Party will hold its convention in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And 5 days from now, we will officially accept the Republican nomination for President of the United States. Right? And we're going to get a good senator. I'll tell you, you have a real stiff right now in office. He's a stiff. You know, your current senator, I never met him. I don't think I've ever met him. I was only there 4 years, but I don't think I ever met him. I'll tell you, that's your senator. He votes with Biden or whoever happens to be furthest left. We got to get him elected. McCormick. We got to get McCormick, Press McCormick. He's a good man, too. He's a valiant fighter. He's a great, great gentleman. So we're going to bring him up for it. Can we bring him up for a couple of minutes later? A little bit later. All right. You get ready, McCormick. You get ready. I'll get you up here. The world will see a vibrant Republican Party that is bigger, stronger, more confident, and more united than ever before. That's what we are. We're the most united party now. You know, I'm watching the fake news go crazy because they're saying the Republican Party has not been united since Ronald Reagan like it is right now. It was united under Ronald Reagan the second time. It was very united. And they said there's never been anything like it. They've never seen a movement like this. Make America great again. You know, Joe Biden talks about we have to stop MAGA. MAGA means make America great again, Joe. It means make America great again. That's all we want to do. If he was doing the job, I wouldn't even be doing this. I'd be at some beautiful place with the gorgeous ocean, the Mediterranean, the Atlantic, maybe the Pacific. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And said I'm here with you fighting like hell to get a senator elected and to make sure we take back the White House, because if we do, we're going to make America better than ever before. We're going to make it. And it's not easy because we have millions and millions of people in our country that shouldn't be here. Dangerous people, criminals. We have criminals. We have drug dealers. We have people that should not be here. And it's much tougher than if it happened. We had the strongest border ever. In recorded history, we had the best border. In fact, if they could ever put up a chart, I don't know if they could do. Do you guys have access to that chart that I love so much? You don't mind if I go off teleprompter, do you?
As long as he doesn't follow the Venn diagram.
It's so damn boring. I try and
Is that what
explain
it's
it.
called?
Oh, there's a wow.
Fucking Kamala and her Venn
You guys are doing
diagram.
it. They're getting better with time. My guys, take a look at that chart. Take a look at the arrow in the bottom. See the big red arrow, right? So that's when I left office. That was the lowest point, and that comes right from the government services, comes right out of Border Patrol. Take a look at that. So that arrow is the lowest amount of illegal immigration ever in recorded history into our country. And then the worst president in the history of our country took over. And look what happened to our country. Probably 20 million people. And that's a little bit old, that chart. That chart's a couple of months old. And if you want to really see something to say, take a look at what happened.
Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? Babe. Fucking sniper. Are you fucking kidding me? Wow. Are you fucking kidding me?
Is he okay?
Charles, we called it. We fucking called it. Wow. Babe. Fuck Charles, we called it. We called it. You have to put him behind protection. You have to.
They're shouting. I think he's fine.
You have to put him behind protection.
He's okay.
You have to put him behind protection. You have to. Oh my God. Oh my fucking God.
Well, there you go, guys. We unbelievable information right now as we see President Trump being taken away from the podium there in Butler, Pennsylvania.
I fucking called it.
Shots there.
fucking called it.
What it was that happened. You're looking at the same thing we're looking at right now. I was literally without the suit jacket,
what
just
I'm
watching
thinking
the
is they
coverage.
rushed him so
The
fast.
loud noises.
Slammed his head on the
And
ground.
we are live right now.
I'm praying.
Right side
Because if that was a
broadcast
sniper shot,
and we're seeing something
then
that
he grazed him.
is very concerning at this point. Not sure again.
There's no way. I don't know. I don't
We
know.
do know that people got towards the ground. We don't know any details. We're watching this live with you throughout this country and some around the world. The leader of the free world is right there in Pennsylvania, Butler, Pennsylvania, 35 miles north of Pittsburgh. And we've heard a number of pops. That's what I'll call them for now, pops. I mean, there could be firecrackers, or it could be something a little bit worse than that. So I'm not going to speculate. I'm just saying what general things that would make that kind of noise. I heard about 6 to 7 of those noises. I did hear a loud scream there. I'm not sure specifically what happened there. Maybe producers, if we want to get Vanessa and Nikki maybe live, since they're on the scene right there, if they can get ready, let me know when they're ready. I'll make sure the
I fucking knew it.
All right, so that's the
It's
live
inevitable
right now at the president's motorcade as they take President Trump to wherever they are going at this point. He did look like, I'll be honest, guys, I was very concerned when he was walking down the steps. Not to be dramatic at all, but that's what was happening. Secret Service and other campaign staff were walking with the president down the steps. He was kind of over their shoulders a little bit. I'm
hoping
right now.
I'm hoping that when they bum rushed him to get him off the stage,
obviously a really tough scene
because his
right
ear
now.
was bleeding on the right side. That only makes sense because he's talking to the crowd. So he would have fell down on his right ear.
35 miles north of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. This is right side broadcast.
I pray that that's it.
Well, you see the lower third right now.
I pray it wasn't a grazed round.
As well. Gunfire.
I pray it wasn't.
The rally in Butler, Pennsylvania. This was about 10 minutes into the speech. The crowd was chanting in a beautiful
that means it's
moment.
outside.
Thank you, Trump.
There's no metal detectors on the
Trump.
outside.
And then moments later, we heard what seemed to be either firecrackers or some sort of shots. And then, of course, we saw Mr. Trump, the leader of the free world, the man that has done great for our country and will continue to do great for our nation.
This is only going to reinforce it. This is only going to reinforce it.
We know that he is the leader of the free world. Doesn't technically need to be in that White House to be the leader of the free world. We know who the leader of the free world is.
And you know what sucks? That would never have happened to Biden. Nobody would ever try to take him out.
A great leader.
But you try to take out Trump because he's trying to save the nation.
For our country. So obviously,
if they would have killed him right there,
done great things
the Republican Party would have been doomed.
Guys, unless we have a directive not to show what's going on, I mean, it would be great to have a split screen live shot of the venue there in Butler, Pennsylvania. As we around 6, I would say
to miss somebody by
there were
that
some
much?
sort of shots fired. I'm not sure any details right now.
I feel fucking
there's going to be a lot of speculation at this point. So, and also producer, because if you can come turn off the monitor here, the volume, it might be echoing.
Wow.
I'm not going to get into speculation, but what I will say is I know that I've been to many of these events several times throughout the country, and there's a huge security presence whether it's Secret
They're so
Service, whether it's
threatened by
police,
it.
whether
Dude,
it's
I'm sorry. I'm
local,
gonna end
state,
this thing because I'm gonna
county
fucking
law
find out what's
enforcement,
going on.
Federal agents, it's actually right there if you want to plug it in over there.